Hey everyone, it's me, Toby. I just wanted to do a couple things here in this video. The first is that you're owed an update on what's going on with this Metro Park Seasonals campaign. And in addition to that update, you are owed sort of kind of where we're at and what we can do further. First of all, if you haven't seen it already, there is a video out for the Thursday, August 9th, Call a Counselor for workers' rights action that we're doing. So let's talk for a minute about where the campaign's at. We've asked for voluntary recognition, basically saying, hey, Metro, the workers want to join the union. We've presented you with cards. Are you going to allow these workers into the union? At the time, about a month and a half ago, they didn't say no or yes. They said, wait, we're going to make a decision. Last month, about the middle of last month, we kicked off the community campaign where we've had almost 200 letters come into Metro Council since then saying, hey, I support these workers being part of the union, grant voluntary recognition to them. What's happened since then is that we've been in contact with the Metro HR department, or I should say they've been in contact with us, and they're looking at possibly a framework for a deal. And what this framework would be is that basically there would be a vote next year on the job on whether or not they would come into the union. There's a specific language regarding unit clarification, and that would be a unit clarification election. And basically we would have to go get cards showing interest again. We'd go file, and then there would be an election. And I've got some concerns about that process, and I want to explain what those concerns are. My first concern is that put yourself in the point of a seasonal. In about 6 weeks, you're going to be likely laid off, no matter what. Whether you're a good worker or a bad worker, the season's over, time for you to move on, and you'll be on unemployment. If you have something lined up, you'll go do that job. Many of these seasonals, they're going to want to return next year, or at least have their door open that they can return. So what happens is that this is a real pressure on the Metro Park seasonals that, hey, look, if I'm viewed as being too supportive of the union effort, they're not going to rehire me back. And we've addressed it certainly with them, but we're hearing those whispers really grow in the workplace. Now, it's not something, when you're in this type of unequal relationship, as anyone who follows labor history knows, the employer doesn't even have to run necessarily an anti-union campaign because they hold all the cards. They get to make the decision. It's perfectly within their right not to hire any one of these people back. It was in their right before this campaign even launched. So now that these brave men and women are standing up and signing cards and wanting to join the union, it's being held over their head. So I feel like we are compelled, no matter what, to continue pushing for voluntary recognition into the union, because until we get some sort of firm agreement that people are coming back next year, are going to be allowed to come back, we're going to have a hard time having a deal. But this Thursday, August 7th, is going to be a huge day for that, and I will keep everyone updated. I will do another video afterwards, and hopefully, you never know. Hopefully, there will be some real movement at the table, and we will get. We will have have these people as part of the members, and we, instead of calling the council and asking them to stand up for worker rights, we could actually be calling council and saying thank you for the support. Because ultimately, Metro HR, much like myself as an organizer, we are not separate from the people who employ us, and nor is the HR department. They're employed by that council and by Council President Hughes. Whenever HR speaks, I always view it as though they are reflecting the wishes of the council. So again, this Tuesday, we're going to have a meeting with Metro HR. This Thursday, we're calling the counselors one way or another, and we just keep marching forward. So I want to say thank you again to everybody.